Hello and welcome back to the Seventh House Art Studio. Thank you for joining me. I was at the Dollar Tree last night and found something unusual that I thought might work as a good art supply. So stay tuned and let's see what that is and see if it works. It's the biggest question. Hello, welcome back. You're asking yourself, what did I find at Dollar Tree that I thought would make a good art supply? And we'll give it a try. I found this set of writing chalks. It is high quality sanitary calcium chalk, smooth and writing non-brittle. This is the chalk that teachers use to write on chalkboards. Which, are there any schools that have chalkboards in them anymore? If you know of one, let me know. I think they all use that dry erase boards. So, 100 white chalks in here for $1.25. I can't get one out. Okay, so, your standard chalk. So I'm wondering if I can actually do some artwork on this. I have a reference picture here. So let's try this out. This is going to be, wow, okay. Of course, I got to draw a face. And it is of a little girl. I'm using this. I can't remember where I got it. One of those pre-reference pictures for artists to use sites. It's probably not. I'm mostly trying to see if I can actually produce some kind of artwork with this. So you got to think about also using white on black. You got to do reverse thinking here. I mean, it's going on the paper. It is going down. Trying to make sure I have my proportions right. So the width of your eye is the same distance as the in between your eyes, and it's also the width of your nose and the length of your nose. So I need to go up here with her nose, and you can wipe it off. That's a plus. And it's also the distance between your nose and your mouth, and in most cases the width of your mouth. So your pupil is going to be where your sides of your mouth are, and the corners of your eyes are going to be where your nose is. Well, I've made a complete mess so far, haven't I? Okay, so we're just going to sketch this out. I mean, it is going on the paper, and you can wipe it off pretty easily. I'm having a hard time doing the reverse thinking. Okay, so let's do the highlights here with the chalk. This needs to be a little longer. It's too short. For some reason, I don't have her turning sideways. Alright, so the point is of this video is not a masterpiece as much as it is seeing if I can use this. I'm going to use this dirty blending stump to try to get some of this black space back. Wow, now she looks really weird. I wonder if you can mix it with like charcoal or something. Okay, so I'm gonna, okay, trying to blend this in here. I'm sure that there's going to be some fixative needed, some setting spray, because this will wipe off really easily. I've lost her nose completely. Okay, I'm going to quit looking at the reference picture. So that's throwing me off a little bit today anyway. Most of the times when I use a reference picture, it ends up looking nothing like the picture. So I'm not really trying to do it exactly. I'm just trying to get like points of reference. Just something as a guide, if you will. Now you don't want to do a lot of blending here. Because you don't want to do a lot of blending. I didn't finish my thought because it wipes off a lot. It wipes off a lot of the chalk. Nose is a little bit big. The mouth needs to go a little bit lower. Chin's too fat. It is really hard to think about the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing. Because usually you're working with dark on light. So you're trying to put in the shadows. But this is the opposite. I wonder if I use my finger if it would be better. No, not really. Have you ever used chalk as an art supply? As a medium? See, she looks much older than my reference picture was. It's hard to get definition here. It's not the greatest picture in the world, of course. And this doesn't seem to be working really great. Just gonna lightly tap on here. So, okay. Let's just make the rest of this kind of abstract-y. Not really. Get some of these. What the hell's going on outside? Something weird going on outside. I can hear it. I don't know what it is. All right. So you can't do the best for sure. But, you know, it was an idea. It kind of worked. I mean, I'm not putting a whole lot of time in it. Oh, that's not what I wanted. And I'm wondering if I put some, what is this? Okay, this is a black charcoal pencil soft. Add some, and kind of use it with it. That could kind of work. Add some charcoal pencil or some charcoal with it. Okay, one eye's a lot bigger than the other one. I don't know how well this is reading on the camera. Here's some eyebrows back. At this point, I'm just kind of going a little fat. I know the eyes are way off. Don't pay attention to that. That's not what this is about. Okay. I think this nostril is way too big. I think that's the problem here. I keep getting off track. I keep wanting to make it perfect, but that's not going to happen today. Okay. So that's one way you could probably use these on black paper or dark color paper with some black charcoal with it. So there's the end result, just a little quick sketch with some chalk that teachers used to use. So let's I have another idea. It does wipe off very easily, so you would definitely want to use some kind of fixative with it. Fixative, whatever it is. And I had another idea is to use the sandpaper here and like make a powder. And then try using it that way. Because you know you can get charcoal powder. Oh, this sound. It's making my skin crawl in the feel. So you just get some sandpaper, which is in a lot of drawing sets. And you just keep doing it, and it creates a powder. And we're going to test that out. I just want to make sure I get enough powder here. It doesn't seem to be creating a lot of dust. Remember how much dust used to be on chalkboards? If you grew up with chalkboards. Okay, so let's try that. Let's see what am I going to use with this. I got this pastel blender here. It's like a spongy applicator. So, well, okay, there we go. I don't know where that came from. Okay, pick up a little bit of the powder. Yeah, this is like barely there. And this is very crumbly. It is going onto the paper. I wonder if I just use my finger. No, I got this, with all this stuff, like you use pastels and charcoals and stuff, I found this makeup brush at Dollar Tree as well for $1.25. It's actually a pretty nice brush. I might go back and get one to use on my face. But yeah, it's very soft. But what I got it for was to brush away. Well, it's not going to work too well on this chalk because it's like just wiping it all off. But you could use that on your other things that have a lot of stuff you need to brush away. Okay, so thoughts on this, doing this. So far, I think just putting it straight onto the paper from the stick works better anyway so far. Let's grab our soft charcoal pencil back. This is a Royal Langnickel charcoal pencil. This is going to be another rough sketch. Wow, it's really rough. Okay. I don't know what a weird shaped nose this is, huh? It is so hot here today. I think it's already 93 degrees outside. It's like 11:30 in the morning. Okay, that's very bad. But we're just testing this out. Well, that went on there really nice. Okay. So, I mean, this was just a thought, an idea, something to test out, to experiment with. If you decide to try this, maybe it's the brand of chalk. Maybe it's just really cheap chalk. Maybe if you tried a more expensive brand, that's not going to work. Don't use the powder type. Don't try to use the powder. That's not really working. But if you use a maybe more expensive brand, or one that's not so cheap, like from the Dollar Tree, I'm sure these are fine for writing on chalkboards if there's any more around that truly exist. But I just wanted to try it out. I was like, I wonder if that would work. And I'm going to say not really, to be honest with you. I mean, I like this better. I mean, you could probably use this for like practice instead of using your expensive chalk pastels. I mean, it might help you with that, maybe. I'm surprised this black charcoal pencil is showing up on the black paper. That says something for Royal Langnickel Essentials charcoal pencils. How do you like that hair? Well, if you're still with me, I want to thank you. And if this entertains you in any kind of way, hit that like button. Leave a comment if you've tried these, or if you maybe want to try these as an alternative or a practice tool. Let's mix it with that. Let's see how it mixes how it mixes with the charcoal. Turns brown. Isn't that weird? Well, that's interesting. It turned kind of brownish looking. He kind of looks like, to me, he kind of looks like a little bit of John Lennon, maybe? Okay. I'm liking it better mixing it with the charcoal. I like how it turned brown, honestly. I think that's kind of neat. Maybe if you weren't trying to be so precise, just kind of more crazy with it, maybe that would work. Yeah, I like this. Okay, looking at them again and having different expectations, then I kind of like it. Let's just get a little bit crazy with it instead of being all, gentle and delicate with it. Let's just get a little bit in here. Be more aggressive. That's what I'm thinking about. More aggressive with it. All of it. Sometimes you just gotta, be a little crazy. Yeah, my kid turned into an old lady. And I'm liking how it's turning brown. Like that, and then we go like this. Try not to touch it. Okay, yeah, I'm losing control here. Okay, so have some big chunks here. That was from that powder. But anyway, so that's the chalkboard chalk that, you know, old school used to use at Dollar Tree for $1.25 for 100 pieces. You know what? Oh, there's up. I mean, I could try to do a better portrait or a better whatever with them instead of just a quickie little test. But hey, I liked how it turned brown when they mixed together. I'll give it a third color. I'm gonna try it. See what you think. Have you used these before? Look at that eye. Have you used these before like this? How'd it work out for you? I'm not like mad at it. Huh. It may be, you know, good for practice. If you don't want to use your chalk pastels. Alright. It looks much better in real life than it's picking up on the camera. On the camera, it's like picking up all the grains. Let me turn the flashlight off. The flash off. It looks much better in real life than it's picking up on the screen. Alright. Hey, give it a try and tell me what you think. Thank you, and come back. And turn off. I think I got so much chalk on my fingers that it won't turn off.